Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Normal Guy of the North here. Today we're tackling a brand new question in World of Warships. Now that submarines are allowed in operations, which ones are the absolute best to bring? If you didn't know, update 14.8 changed everything. Subs got the green light for operations, but with special adjustments. They got speed and maneuverability buffs, access to the call patrol bomber consumable to deal with structures, and most importantly, the 3-kilometer torpedo damage penalty was removed. That means shotgunning is fully enabled, and you can finally deliver reliable close-range torpedo strikes. And here's the kicker. Bots don't get subs and ops. It's just you, which means you're free to operate without worrying about underwater duels. So today, we're counting down the top 5 submarines for operations in World of Warships, going from number 5 all the way up to number 1. For each, I'll cover their playstyle, why they're so effective in ops, and how you can use them to secure those 5-star wins. All right, let's dive in. Starting off our list at number 5 is the K-1, the Tier X Soviet submarine. K-1 is built around conventional torpedo strikes and a fast, aggressive surface game. She has excellent acceleration and strong high alpha torpedoes that can reach out to 11.5 kilometers. That means you can line up devastating spreads from range or deliver close quarters bursts when enemies push in. Her homing torpedoes are serviceable, but her real punch comes from those hard-hitting conventional fish. In operations, this is especially valuable against scripted convoys or parked ships that you know will be in a certain lane. Add in the ops-specific buffs, faster repositioning and no shotgun penalty, and suddenly K-1 becomes a lethal strike sub. The trade-off is her endurance. K-1's dive capacity is low, and her submerged speed is slower than her German and American competitors. That means you don't want to stay underwater for long stretches. She's more of a pop-up, reposition, strike again kind of sub. If you're confident and aggressive, she's incredibly rewarding, but she doesn't forgive mistakes the way other subs do. Coming in at number 4, we have the I-56, Japan's premium Tier 8 submarine. This one is all about brute force. Her conventional torpedoes pack some of the highest alpha damage for her tier, and she's got a relatively fast reload for how much hurt they deliver. That makes her perfect for operations like Aegis or Killer Whale, where you need to shred convoys of transports or erase moored ships quickly to keep your stars. On top of that, I-56 has a deck gun, and while it might sound like a gimmick, in PvE it's actually useful. You can finish off low HP bot destroyers or cruisers without wasting torpedoes, which keeps you efficient between waves. Her weaknesses are her large detection radius on the surface and her limited dive time. In randoms, that can be punishing, but in operations, she gets the benefit of speed buffs and shotgunning, which cover for her downsides. That lets you play her as the convoy executioner she was meant to be. If you like raw stopping power and want to be the sub that swings the operation by deleting objectives, the I-56 is your boat. At number 3 is the U-2501, Germany's top tech tree submarine and one of the most well-rounded boats you can bring into operations. What sets U-2501 apart is her dual torpedo setup. She's got reliable homing torpedoes for safe long-range farming and conventional torpedoes for when you need to deliver a knockout punch. Add in the reserve battery unit, and suddenly you have one of the best subs in the game for staying submerged and productive for long stretches. In operations, this versatility is priceless. You can chip away at long-range threats while the convoy advances, then switch to conventional torps to shotgun a heavy cruiser or battleship that's threatening your base. And because of her dive endurance, you can stay safe under the waves even when the bots drop depth charges. U-2501 doesn't have the raw burst of I-56 or the insane mobility of U-4501, but she's extremely forgiving. If you're new to bringing subs into operations, U-2501 is the safest and most reliable pick. Sliding into second place is the USS Gato, the ultimate long-range surgeon. Gato's specialty is consistency. Her torpedoes are long-ranged, fast enough to land on scripted bot paths, and cycle at a pace that keeps her relevant all match long. She's not flashy, but she's dependable, and that's what operations often demand. Her biggest advantage in ops is that she can position outside the danger bubble and still deliver meaningful damage. While your surface teammates are busy trading fire, you're deleting waves before they even reach the fight. And when your torpedoes are reloading, the call patrol bomber lets you clear forts, hangars, or stationary ships so you never waste time. The Gato won't top the damage charts every game, but she keeps your team safe and keeps the operation on schedule. If you want a low-risk, high-value sub that always delivers, Gato is the one. And finally, at number 1, the crown jewel of Operation Submarines, the U-4501. This boat is all about mobility and endurance. She's one of the fastest, most maneuverable submarines in the game, and in operations that makes her priceless. Think about it. Every scenario has timed spawns and convoys on the move. If you're too slow to rotate, you miss opportunities and your team loses stars. U-4501 never has that problem. She also carries a repair party and a reserve battery unit, meaning she can shrug off damage, dive longer, and stay in the fight wave after wave. Add in torpedoes both forward and aft, and you can kite, chase, or shotgun, depending on the situation. What makes her number one is how she ties all these traits together. She doesn't just deal damage, and she's always in the right place at the right time, supporting the team, finishing stragglers, or sprinting ahead to meet the next spawn. She plays operations like they were designed for her. Honorable mention, USS Salmon, Tier 8 American Tech Tree. Before we wrap up, I have to mention the USS Salmon. For a Tech Tree, Tier 8 sub, she's surprisingly flexible. She's got both homing and conventional torps, solid mobility, and enough firepower to contribute in any scenario. If you don't have the premiums, Tier 10 boats, Salmon is a great entry-level option for ops. Now, a quick reminder, subs and operations play differently than they do in randoms. Know your objectives. In Aegis, sprint ahead to cut off transports. In Killer Whale, use your patrol bomber to clear forts and shotgun the moored ships. In Newport or Ultimate Frontier, intercept rushing waves before they overwhelm the base. Exploit the buffs. Shotgunning is enabled, so close range finishes are not only possible, they're encouraged. And your extra speed and agility let you get to those fights faster than you might expect. Build for uptime. Upgrades like Torpedo Tubes Mod 2 for faster reload, Reserve Battery Mod where available, and Sub Steering Gears for survival are excellent. Captain skills should focus on torpedo efficiency, dive capacity management, and detection control. If you master those fundamentals, you'll be one of the most valuable players on your team every time. And there you have it. The top 5 submarines for operations in World of Warships. At number 5, the aggressive Soviet K-1. Number 4, the brute force Japanese I-56. Number 3, the balanced and forgiving U-2501. Number 2, the consistent and precise USS Gato. And at number 1, the mobility monster U-4501. What about you? Which submarine do you think shines brightest in operations? Did I nail the list, or would you put another sub in your top 5? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your take. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate it, and please feel free to click on the videos on your screen for more World of Warships content. But as always, take care, stay safe, and I wish you all the best. See you in the next one, and bye for now.